Perfect.
Perfect. Awesome. I'm just going to ask you guys to get a little bit closer, if that's okay, just because you're kind of cutting off.
Okay.
Get closer or get further?
Further, closer to each other.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. That's great. Thank you. So, how are you guys tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. So I like to always start by telling people, even though, most people that are watching, they've seen it, there's always someone new that hasn't seen the show. So I like to start by just introducing what I've been doing for the past 3 months or so. Once we started with this whole pandemic, I was thinking of different ways that I can help our local community here in Southwest Florida. And the way that I thought about it was, I have a lot of followers on Instagram, and, if I could use that as a platform to allow local businesses to come in here and tell a little bit about themselves, about their services, their products, and kind of showcase themselves a little bit. Hopefully it would help, get more business into their businesses and, help them through the struggling economy. So I've been doing this for about 3 months now. It's been a lot of fun to learn a lot about the community, about the people behind the businesses that make our community, and it's just been really, really great. So I'm very glad to have you guys here tonight. This is a unique business that I haven't discussed with yet, right? So I've talked to a lot of restaurants, and obviously restaurants are restaurants, I've talked to, but this is very unique, so I'm excited about this one. But before we get into the business, I wanted to see if you guys could kind of introduce yourself personally a little bit, who you are, where you're from, and your association with Naples, if you don't mind.
Sure. So my name is Vicky Cardone. I'm originally from Colombia, South America, but I moved to New York about 20 years ago. And we moved to Naples 2 years ago, 2018, May 2018. And he's my husband, obviously. So.
Okay. So my name is Jan Hoffman, married to this beautiful lady right here. We met together on a cruise ship, working together, and then we moved to New York. From there, we moved down to Naples because Naples to us is a very magic place. A lot of things happen to us here in past vacations, so we always wanted to move closer to the ocean, of course, and to the tropical, subtropical climate. That's how we ended up here.
Yeah.
Awesome. And transitioning a little bit to the business, what was the idea behind the business, and what did you guys see here that the community needed that you wanted to kind of be able to provide with your business?
Yeah, so we both come from a hospitality industry of restaurants and country clubs and hotels. And when we came here, we wanted to do something a little bit different, but it's still, within that range of service, because we both believe in service and helping others, just like you. So we came across Home Watch, and it was great because we have a little girl, and we didn't want to be away working, all day away from home. So it was something to give us the flexibility to do it. And we came across Home Watch, and we saw that there's so many homes here in Naples that are left alone, unoccupied, during the summer times when it's the worst, for water damage, for humidity, for all these things. So we started very little, a few homes. We took a class, an amazing class with Diane Pisani, and she taught us a lot of things we didn't know, because it's not the same as, you own a home. Oh, now I know about homes, I can take care of a home. It's not that easy. So that pushed us to do this and to serve others, and we love it.
Awesome. Yeah, and I want to touch upon something that you said. Sometimes I drive around Naples, especially near the water. There's so many houses that are closed, and I feel it's like such a pity, right? Like, because they're like beautiful homes or by the water, and they're closed, and
most of those homes, especially by the water, I think the owners are here like 3 weeks out of the whole entire year, and if you don't have somebody looking after them, the disasters we've seen are crazy.
Yeah, we've done a couple of those sunset cruises, and we go, to Port Royal, and in there, the hosts will normally tell, the houses and everything, and the majority of them, they say, that those houses that are like in the millions and millions of dollars, people are there for 1 weekend out of the year, right? Which is insane. So, Awesome. I mean, I want to transition now a little bit into all types of services that you offer, because, obviously Home Watch is, encompasses a lot of things, and I wanted to be able to cover everything that you guys offer to clients. And then tell me a little bit more about your clientele too. Are you assisting people that are here locally, that may be older, that, you go and you help them as well? Are you assisting, obviously you already mentioned, but people that don't necessarily reside here? So, a little bit of your services, but also your clientele too, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay. You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So our services range from, home watch all the way up to, go grocery shopping, actually anything that our clients need to do but don't want to do themselves. We take care of their cars, we organize their garages and closets, we assemble furniture, we spray the weeds outside, we take care of their pools if they want, or we put up the shutters. Anything people can imagine need to be taken care of, but they don't want to take care of it themselves. We take a little bit of spin of the hospitality on that whole thing, as Vicky mentioned before, and I think all our clients really love our services. Of course, when it comes to those services, we try to be as close to our zip code as possible. It doesn't make no sense for us to drive all the way up to North Naples. We are located in the zip code 34114, so we try to stay within that range. Communities that we take care of are Naples Reserve, Verona Walk, Winding Cypress, Fiddler's Creek. We go all the way to Marco, as far up as Sapphire Lakes, and as far as Treviso Bay in the other direction.
Yeah, and because we come from the hospitality background, we also help people when they're here. So he's a chef. I'm a former chef, former mixologist. So we cater, their events. We have dinners for them ready. We prepare meals for them. So when they get here, they don't have to go out shopping or now figure out which restaurant they want to go, at least the first night. So, it's nice for them to come home to a nice warm meal cooked for them. We also, take care of the laundry if they want to, have something, dry cleaning, stuff like that when they're here. And we do take care of some things for clients that are not necessarily Home Watch clients, that are just, like we said, sometimes older people, especially during COVID, I really need this dry cleaning, but I don't want to go out, no problem, we'll do it for you. Same as shopping, for our clients or for anyone that needs it.
Awesome. And I'll ask you guys about COVID, because I want to know, I'm assuming probably increased your business during COVID. But before I get to that, I wanted to mention a little bit. So my parents back in Boston, they live in Boston, they own a cleaning company, right? And my mom has clients for over 20-25 years that she cleans their homes. And these people kind of become family to them, right? Because you trust them with your house, you trust them with everything inside your house, with your family. And she goes in, she's seen the kids grow, she's seen the dogs get old, she's seen all that stuff, right? And I wanted to ask you guys that. I mean, do you have clients that, obviously you're in business not for 20 years, but, you've developed a relationship that if you're there on a weekly basis or every 2 weeks or even every month, do you develop that close relationship with your clients that it kind of feels like they're family to you?
Yes.
It is, yes, definitely. But for us, it's a little bit different because we're mostly in their homes when they're not there. So with some clients that come here on and off constantly, we definitely have a better relationship. Not that we have a bad relationship with anybody, but a closer relationship, I should say, right, with them, because they come and go, so we have more contact. But those that come, let's say from October until January, not necessarily, unless they need services from us.
I'd like to add to that yes, we've been in business not that long. It has been a year, a little bit over a year, but things have happened. Lightning strikes, the AC was malfunctioning, and if it would have been for our services, the home would be probably having a full mold bloom, because when we walked in, we realized, okay, our moisture meters are going up, our hygrometers are going up. We measure the temperature and we say, oh, here's something wrong. Humidity levels are up, and we get the help right away. We get in touch with the homeowners, of course, make a full report. and we advise on getting an HVAC company in. Or when I walked in and I saw that lightning stroke and got the surge protector all blown out and amongst other things and whatnot. So, and we were their advocate, and we took care of all these things while they were away. Then the real relationship really formed, and we actually started exchanging pictures of our babies and whatnot, and it really started to become this family friendship kind of thing. And they would say, okay, next time they're coming down, they're inviting us for dinner, and you know, it's becoming this, as you said, you know, this trust that's building, you know, with somebody that you give them the key to your home, and you know, it needs to be the right person. I think these events make them realize, yes, we chose the right company to.
Yeah, it might not develop as quickly because they're not as often here, right? But I think as you do the services for years and years, you kind of become part of the family. You know, someone that they trust, right? That they know they can rely and they can trust on, and obviously that's a testament to the work that you're doing as well, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't, you know, be trusting you with their as well. So I wanted to ask, you know, we talked a little about all the services, you know, to continue on that topic a little bit. So the services are really catered to whatever you need, right? So I might be able to call you and say, okay, I have a home and, you know, I live in Boston now, or I moved back to Boston, and I have a home in Florida. I want to, you know, you guys to stop by every month and take a look at it, or if I hear that something's wrong from the neighbors. So it's kind of cater to what my needs are in a sense.
Yes, definitely.
Correct. I want to talk a little bit about the frequency of visits. Yes, people always ask us, okay, how often do you come? What do you charge per month and whatnot? So first of all, you need to decide on how many visits you would like to purchase from us. We purchase visits ahead of time in form of a package. And our system, our software that we use when we go into the home keeps tally of the visits. And once you're down to one left, you have to purchase a new package. Then frequency is another thing. It's very important to actually decide on the right frequency. And that's actually in accordance to your homeowner's insurance. There's homeowner's insurances out there that dictate the frequency of home work is being conducted. Some say the latest one that's out there right now is every 13 days. So if you hire somebody that comes to your house every 14 days, every 2 weeks, and God forbid you have like water damage or anything that you would have to claim with your homeowner's insurance, just say, oh, the dictation is every 13 days, so you're not covered. So they're trying to find their way out of there. So we highly recommend during those summer months where it's really hot and humid and rain every day, heavy rain, you know, with the possibility of wind intrusion, water intrusion, and things like that, or lightning strike. We recommend weekly visits, absolutely. And then, you know, once the temperature drop in October, November, we can jump to, you know, every 10 days or, you know, it all depends on the homeowner's insurance dictation. But what we recommend is definitely weekly throughout the summer.
Yes.
And you know, so do most of your clients kind of start with one type of service and then they add to it eventually as they become more familiar, or they learn that you can do other things for them as well? So I don't know, you're talking about you know, just going and visiting the home and make sure that everything's okay. But then at the same time, I might say, hey, listen, you know, I don't know, I need to cut my grass every 30 days, or I need to, you know, put my shutters up because I know it's hurricane season coming up. So it adds on to what it is. Then how do you do with that that package? Because it might be a one-off thing, right? So then how does that work?
So we charge for the home watch visits ahead of time as packages, as he mentioned, but those other services are what we call concierge services, and those concierge services are paid after the services are being rendered. So we do, like you said, we add to, let's say they left and they're like, oh my God, you know what? I forgot that
need the house cleaned up.
The house clean up. So we actually don't do a lot of the services that we talk about, but we connect people with each other. And sometimes we even, you know, so the concierge service in that case will be opening the home for the cleaning ladies to come in. Mm-hmm. And so they come in, we stay there, or we just open and come back and close the door, because it's very important that when you leave your home unoccupied, you turn off the water. So we have to go in, turn on the water for the cleaning ladies, make sure that they get clean, and then when they leave, turn it back off. And you know, and then they said, oh, the hurricane is coming, can you put shutters up? Sure. you know, weeds are growing in the lanai. Can you clean it? Sure. Can you power wash the lanai, because now we have the Sahara dust coming our way, so we need to, you know, clean the lanai. Stuff like that. So little by little, you know, we take care of the home. And before they come, we just want to make sure that people come to a nice home, to a clean home, to a, you know, you don't want to come to your vacation home and, oh, now I have to clean the lanai. Oh, I have to do this. I have to do, no, listen, let us take care of it. So when you get here to Naples, you're ready to enjoy your vacation.
Right, your house is ready, right? We're getting the homes ready for the vacation. Put the cushions out, you know, get the lanai ready, absolutely. And these are things we take care of ourselves. But cleaning of the houses, we outsource.
Depending on the shutters, if they have a 2-floor home, definitely outsource shutter installation and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have a very extensive list of preferred vendors. First of all, we have to make sure that all of them are insured and bonded. And licensed, of course. We're testing them, and we're doing a background check, so to say, on our own, you know, to find out. And of course, we are part of the International Homewatch Alliance, and there we have a huge vendor list to access as well.
Plus, our direct co-workers, as I call them, I mean, they're other Homewatch companies, but they have also access to people that I might not know, or that I might never need, and then out of the sudden I do need. And so I can call them and say, hey, have you worked with an electrician? Can you recommend somebody who's trustworthy, who has an insurance and is licensed and all this?
Awesome. And, you know, I want to move on to my next question. And, you know, you mentioned a little bit earlier that, you know, for residents, people that actually live here, they might be a little bit older, you also service and you also help them, right? And I made a comment that I think during COVID, you probably got a lot more business with that people are not as comfortable going out and, you know, maybe utilizing you guys a little bit more. You know, how has COVID impacted you guys? You know, I'm assuming in a positive way, you probably got more business, but did you have to do things differently? Did you have to change certain things? You know, and what are you doing differently to also ensure that your customers are safe with what you're doing as well?
Yeah, I mean, again, for us, everything's a little bit different because, you know, most of our job is to go onto empty houses.
Mm-hmm.
So in that matter, things didn't change much. But we did see an impact, I would say a negative impact at the beginning of COVID, because people, you know, it was really bad up in New York, up in Boston, up in New Hampshire, where people actually go to. So instead of leaving, they overstay here for a longer time of year. People that would leave in March, in April, they stay until June. So we don't charge people if we don't go into their houses. So, you know, that affected us. But then at the same time, it was good because we were doing a lot of other things that we wouldn't have been doing because, like you said, people don't want to go out. So can you go shopping for us? Can you make sure that, you know, I need this and that, but I want you to be here. I want you to take care of it, you know, because they didn't want to have contact with anybody. So in that regard, I think it was positive, even though we weren't doing our regular home watches.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, of course, everything changed for us, like for everybody else. But I think as soon as you automatically have more contact with people than usual, you also have to, you know, you have to go out and wear your mask. It was mostly me because Vicky took care of the baby. So
yeah,
whenever I was out, I almost was like in a life lock or something. When I came back, I had to sit down and sanitize everything that I brought back into the home. You know, was absolutely being sanitized and whatnot. So we went above and beyond, I think, for us. It was a huge change. Yeah, and I think we also gained a lot of clients in terms of Homewatch through COVID. We definitely picked up just since January. I think we picked up almost 20 new clients, which is a lot, because if you do your job right, they stay with you for life. You know. Right?
Yeah,
so,
like you said, you build a family, you know.
You build that trust, and yeah, you're doing a good job. And we definitely, I think we're doing very well when it comes to detail. We're using a detail-oriented software, which gives us a customized checklist for everybody's home. Like not every home is the same, right? I mean, there's different floor plans. There's 1-story, 2-story, 3-story homes. Pool, no pool, stuff like that. So each report that we send is customized to each home's floor plan. And yeah, yeah, the software that we use is definitely a big plus, and I don't think everybody has that. On top of that, we're trilingual with German, Spanish, English. That's a big plus for us as well.
Yeah, so during COVID, a lot of people, they had to still deal with the landscaper with, and I'm just saying landscaper because I know a lot of landscaping companies, their workers, they don't speak English. So I was helping my clients, okay, put them on the phone. Okay, you want me to go there? Sure, I'll go there, speak to them in Spanish and make sure I'll take care of it. Things that we usually or normally take care of because, they're not home, but this time they were, so.
Yeah. And I wanted to get into a little bit, and we don't have to discuss pricing because, like you said, it's kind of tailored to each individual. But if I were, to render your services, if I was to start using you guys, what would be the process? I mean, would I call you and say, okay, I have a home in this neighborhood, and I'm thinking of getting this. Would you come out and see what the home looks like, and then give me a quote based on the size of the home, or what you have to do, or what type of service I want? How does the pricing normally work?
Yeah, we have to adjust things a little bit again because of COVID. Normally, we would do that. Let me come and meet you, so you put a face to the person and to build a relationship and to assess the home. But because of COVID, we've been doing a lot of Zoom interviews, let's say. And so we meet over Zoom, we talk about what we do, just like we would normally do in person, but over Zoom. And we ask them a lot of questions about the home, if has there ever been any damage and, stuff like that, how many bathrooms there are. We charge what we call per water zone. So up to 3 water zones, and basically water zones are bathrooms because every house has a kitchen, every house has a laundry room, but not every house has 2 or 3, or each house is different. I'm sorry. So we charge up to 3 bathrooms. We charge about $50 per visit, and for every additional bathroom is $15 more, so 65 or 80, 90. Sorry, and yeah, and we assess the home. We talk about what we do and how our client wants us to do things. Some clients wants us to test all their electronics in their home. Some of them say don't touch anything. Some of them might say leave the fan on. Some of them, turn them off. So, we kind of go back and forth about how is it and what is it exactly that they want from us. And then we take it from there. People can call us, email us,
But there's also things that we won't settle for. Like people ask us, okay, could you leave the water on? Yeah. We would never ever do that. We also turn off the ice maker and empty the ice maker in case the power goes and all that water melts and it's going to be all over your kitchen floor. And then in addition to that, your air conditioner goes and then you have a perfect mold bloom right there. So these are things we will absolutely do and won't settle for anything else. So there's these must things. Or other people ask us to leave the thermostat on 82, or just recently, one of our clients asked, "Oh, I'm not here. No need for cold air in my house. Just turn the air conditioner off." We would never do that, because the air conditioner removes all humidity out of your home, and once it's not working, it's like a jungle in there, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, and I wanted to ask you guys. So if people are interested in learning more about your services or having a conversation with you to get pricing, or you just having a conversation about the service that you can do, what's the best way that they can contact you?
Well, they can go on our website, which is www.gonapleshomewatch.com. They can call us at 239-360-365, or email us at info@gonapleshomewatch.com. Or we have also Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yep, all
over social media.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, and at the end, what I like to do here at my show, I like to kind of leave it some time for my guests to leave a message for their current customers, future customers, just an open canvas for you guys to, whatever message you want to say. If you want to say in 3 languages, you're more than welcome to say in 3 languages. It's it's your time to you know, to kind of introduce your business, introduce yourselves, say thank you, whatever you want to do. So, you know, take it away, and feel free to leave a message here.
Okay.
Me? Okay, I want to be telling everybody that has been supporting us ever since we moved down here to Naples and even beforehand. But Naples for us is a very magic place, and I want to show our gratitude and tell everybody how grateful we are for all the help, the support, the teaching we got, all friends, families, everybody that got encountered with Go Naples and through the Hoffmans and the Cardones. We're just beyond belief, absolutely grateful for everything. And hang in there. 2020 is still a very great year. We have to see everything positive. We have to be positive. And yeah, we love you all.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again, guys, for taking time to speaking to me. And, you know, I invite everybody that wants to learn more a little about you guys to visit your website or give you a call.
Thank
And
you.
we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.